Okay, so Emma.
All right, hello again, everyone.
All right.
So as my time at Homeboy is kind of coming to a close, I've been reflecting a lot on all of the lessons and the skills that I've learned over the past year. I've learned how to be flexible and expect the unexpected, how to find joy in the midst of hardship, how to make prison spread, and a number of others. But I think the one thing that has stood out the most to me, and I think is really a common theme in everything we do at Homeboy, is this idea of being vulnerable. And I don't mean this like unbridled vulnerability without boundaries, although there is definitely some of that here, but more of the vulnerability that allows people to see us for who we really are at our core. And this is something that I was afraid of for a very long time. I'm the type of person who always wanted to look like they had it all together, like I was perfect. But I quickly learned that Homeboy's not exactly the place for that. And as I was reflecting over, the past year and my journey at Homeboy, I couldn't help but think of the first time I met Father Greg. I was a junior in college, and I went to high school and college in the same town, my hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania. And one day, one of my Jesuit friends emailed me and said, "Hey, Father Greg Boyle is coming to talk at Prep, where I went to high school. You should come see him." I was so beyond excited. I had been a fan of Homeboy for a very long time admirer of the work of Father Greg. He's given me kind of a new outlook on life and social justice. I was so excited. So the night before the talk comes, and I'm furiously annotating my copy of Tattoos on the Heart, which I studied in a college class. This is a huge moment for me. The day of the talk comes, and I'm standing in the lobby of the theater waiting for the talk to begin. And I can see Father Greg walking towards me, and I'm like, okay, this is my moment. I'm gonna tell him how much Homeboy means to me, how he has changed my outlook on life. He's given me a new perspective on theology and social justice. I'm gonna say all of this to him. He walks up to me and says, "Hi, I'm Greg. Would you like me to sign that for you?" Pointing to my copy of Tattoos on the Heart. And the only words I could say, because I was so starstruck, were, "Oh, I know who you are." It almost sounded threatening, and I was like, I have completely blown it. That was my one chance to tell this person I've idolized for so long what his work means to me. And I completely embarrassed myself. Little did I know 3 years later, I would be coming into work at Homeboy and embarrassing myself every single day without fail. So over the past year, I've really learned how to let down those walls that I think I've put up that have prevented people from seeing me for who I really am, my flaws and all. For whatever reason, whether it be shame or fear, we put up these walls. And we don't want people to see what we perceive to be our flaws. But I think our flaws are what make us who we really are, and they make us unique. Perfect is really boring, and I think there's so much strength in vulnerability. So I think once we can begin to let down those walls and love ourselves for our flaws, we can begin to love others in the same way. And to me, that's what kinship is. Loving ourselves and each other, not in spite of, but because of our flaws, because they're what make us unique.
That's right.